Good morning, class. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I'll start by calling the register. Moses Maina, present. Then Mariam. Present. We have Clarence. Present. Okay, the rest will mark. You sign the attendance. Okay. Today we are. When is today? Today is on it? 31st January 2025. On a recap, what did we learn in the last session? What did we learn in the last session? Yes. Yes. The layout. Building site. Another one.
Classification of accident.
Classification of accident. How did we classify the accident? Another one.
On the classification of attachments being mobile, semi-mobile, framed, and portable.
Okay, today's session. Today I'm using a new system. Our unit of competence is perform construction site. Perform construction site. So our unit of competence today is perform construction preliminary works, and our unit session title is layout the building, drawing. And services installation. By the end of the session, the learner should be able to, number one, define the term services installation. Number two, know the importance of services installation. So our unit of competence, perform construction preliminary works. Session title, layout the building, drawing, then services installation. So by the end of the session, you should know how to define the term services installation and the importance of services installation. Now write something. Who can tell me Who can define the term services installation? Services installation. Yes, Mariam?
This refers to the setup of essential services that, such as water, drainage, and communication that facilitate smooth operation.
Yes. So, this is a setup of service installation like water, drainage, and all this to facilitate smooth operation in a construction site. Now, write this. We have said that the common installation, right? Common installation services at a site. The common installation of services at a site. So common installation of services at a site. Number one is electrical and plumbing system. Electrical and plumbing system. Electrical and plumbing system. So in a construction site, we must have electricity, which will help us in the operation like night works and other works like welding. Another one like welding. And number two, HVAC. That is in bracket heating, ventilation. That is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Ventilation and air conditioning. Number three, we have fire safety. Fire safety. Fire safety systems. When you talk about fire safety systems, you have these things like alarm. You must have an alarm in the site for security purposes. Number four, we have internet and the telecommunication. Internet and telecommunication network. Internet and telecommunication network. You know the main reason why we must have the internet inside? Yes. Another number five, you can say security system. Security system. Security system like CCTV. Who can tell me what's a CCTV in full? What does the term CCTV stand for in full? Yes, my friend.
Closed circuit television.
That is?
The closed circuit television.
Closed circuit television. You all know this?
Yes.
Thank you. Then number 6 is specialized machinery. Specialized machinery. Specialized machinery. Specialized machinery. Or equipment for industrial. Or equipment for industrial use. Or equipment for industrial use. Or equipment for industrial use. Okay. Now, we are going to merge into groups of 4. Into groups of 4, so you can arrange your seat this way. Group of 4. How is quality ensured in installed services? How is quality ensured in installed services? That's group number 1. Let us start on that. Group number two, discuss. This is group number two. What challenges might arise? What challenges might arise during services installation? What challenges might arise during services installation? That's group number two. Then we have group number three. Discuss on how can you ensure installed services align with the future needs. How can you ensure installed services aligned with the future needs? So you can open the internet, check complete. You have 5 minutes each. 5 minutes each group. 5 minutes each group. 5 minutes each group. Can you see the notes? How can you ensure installed services align with the future needs? Future needs. Then this was about how is you wrote it, man. 5 minutes you 1 minute. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Slowly. Yeah. Now you can go back to your exercise. 8. Okay, group number 1. Can you present your findings? Group number 1. Group number 1. This was group number 1. Yes, I know.
How is quality ensured in installation services? The following helps us to improve the quality in the installation services. 1. You have to render the selection. That is point number 1. When rendering the selection, you have to choose a reputable services providers. Secondly, the following quality to render the installation services. Number 2, you check the compliance. After you check the compliance, this means ensuring installation meets even the local. Okay? So the last, you have to check testing. Testing is the one of quality that will help us in services installation. Okay? So this means that contacting expectations and documentations may be okay. So the last thing, you train yourself. Training yourselves in services installations help us to maintain records of certificate, warranties, and installations. Okay?
Thank you. Can you clap for her? That's a very good presentation. Now we talked about that. You have vendor selections and check compliance, testing, maybe training for yourself. Right? So group number 2. What was your presentation group number 2? Was that? Where was group number 2? Who was to present? One of you come and present your findings. Group number 2. Yes, group number 2, please just come. Just read them.
The question was, what challenges might arise during the services installation? And this was the answers relate to delay due to unforeseen site conditions.
That is delay
Issues with services. The number of zero. That's all about it.
Okay. Can you clap for? Yes. So that was what challenges might arise during services installation. The group, they have talked about a delay due to unforeseen site conditions. Do you know what is unforeseen site conditions? Like earthquakes, floods, drought, yeah, you have no water. Then you have misalignment between site requirements and installed. You have budget overruns. You know what's budget overruns? When your budget is higher than the quotation you had before. Then you have non-compliance with the vision. Now group number 3. What is group number 3? Yeah. Can you come with your presentation? What were you discussing, group number 3?
We are discussing about how can you ensure insurance services align with future needs. Group number 3. Number 1 of the points that we get, choosing scalable and maintaining equipment. When you choose scalable and maintaining equipment, you can align yourself with the future needs of the installation services. That's point number 1. In which I can write. Number 1 is choosing. Choosing scalable and maintaining equipment. Then number 2, regularly updating, maintaining equipment.
Regularly updating,
Maintaining equipment. Then 3, incorporating feedback from site users.
incorporating feedback from site users.
Then 4, planning for future expansions during initial installations.
Okay.
That's our presentation.
Can you clap for the group? Thank you for that. Now we'll write something on this. The factors influenced, right? Factors. Factors influence the type of services installation. Factors influences the type of services installation. You have some factors that influences the site installation. So site type, the type of the site, that's one of the major factors. So write site type. Site type. That's one of the factors that influences the site installation. So on that, say like residential, commercial, industrial. Site type, like give us a residential, you know how to do it. So just say in bracket residential, commercial, industrial. So like these structures of our institution is it a residential? Is it a commercial? Is it an industrial? Is that industrial? Is it so? I don't know. Do a research on that. Number 2 is operational needs. Operational needs. These are the factors that influences the site. Operational needs. You can say on that manufacturing equipment, such as manufacturing equipment. And number 3, you can say regulation standards. Regulation standards. Regulation standards like e.g. safety codes, code of standards like safety codes, and environmental laws. Environmental laws. You know the bodies that release environmental laws in Kenya is called NEMA. NEMA in full? NEMA, National Management Authority. Yeah, that's one of the. You must follow them. You must follow their laws before installing any building structure. Then budget constructs. Budget construct. The budget construct. So before installing any such installation, the budget must be seen first. Then you have scalability. Say scalability. Scalability and future growth plan. Scalability and future growth plan. Now, this comes to the end of our session, but I'll have to give you an assignment. Assignment, state 5 important. State 5 importance of services installation on construction site. State 5 importance of services installation on construction site. That is 10 marks. 10 marks. So I will collect this in the next session. Hope our class rep, you make sure that you collect before our next session.
Okay.
Yes. Any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
What if they ask in an exam to give the Kenyan codes of safety during installation of electrical services? How will you come up with that?
If they ask you about
Services.
the codes.
Of installation in services.
Okay, now with this code of standard, we have ISO in. Have you ever heard of the word ISO certified? By 2015, May 2015 is when everything was ISO. All institutions went to ISO certified. Whereby now everything is merged. If you have, for example, the PSC code of conduct applies same to the PSC code of conduct. So we still use the other code of conduct to apply on your electrical installation. Thank you. Now we have a recap on the session. I want you to tell me what you have learned today. When you tell me what you have learned today, you pick your books, then you move. Everybody tell me one, what you have learned, then you pick your books and move. One, what have you learned?
I have learned about the challenges that affect installation services.
Challenges that affect installation services. Okay, move. Another one? Yes?
Then I have learned the common installation service.
The common installation services. Can move out. Another one, please? Yes?
I've learned factors that influence site installation.
Factors that influence site installation
In a site.
in a site. Say one. One is it?
Have site.
Site. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session.